Everybody. Hey, with all the stuff coming out recently about all these Dragon Ball Z Super stuff on the new, or not the new, I guess, but I guess Tournament Survival Arc, what I really want to bring up is the new revelation that Gohan is now going to be the captain, or leader, however you want to put it. But I think the fact that Goku put his faith behind him, and pretty much everyone's going to follow Goku, more or less, they trust that he will get the job done, but they're not going to necessarily trust that he will implement a strategy. Super has proven over and over and showed multiple times that people don't trust in Goku's intelligent planning, or that he's going to go above and beyond as far as the way especially articulate the things that he wants to do, and strategy as far as one-on-one combat fighting. Multiple episodes have shown that he's not going to be great, or what we've seen so far is he hasn't been great at working as a team or understanding the concepts, the best way to go about it. I mean, we've got 10 fighters that are all on a team, and of these 10 fighters, we've got maybe 3 that will completely trust Gohan, Goku being included in them, and then you've got Piccolo, obviously, and I think Vegeta, definitely. I guess that would make 4, because I think Krillin will also. I'll get to that. But I think Vegeta will, only because Vegeta's respected Gohan to a point, but he's always downplayed or disrespected his drive and intent. And I think the last episode just showed his drive is now there, and it's serious. Like, he is definitely all in. It's something that he wants to get done, and he will. So I think once Vegeta understands that and sees that a little bit, Vegeta will respect what he has to say and follow any strategies that he has. I think, like I said, Krillin will. I think him and Krillin go back a decent amount. I think Krillin gets him more than anyone, because Krillin is in the same situation. Kind of gave up fighting for a while, and that bond that's not really a bond, but it's an understanding between the two that they gave up martial arts and fighting so that they could enjoy the domestic life, have a job, support their family, grow their family. The Krillin 18 dynamic is amazing. One of my favorite things that Super's done so far. I just love the support that 18 has for her husband. I think that's something that you don't see a lot in Super, because the two main relationships that we've seen so far, I guess in Dragon Ball Z, two main relationships is Chi-Chi and Goku, and Bulma and Vegeta. And Bulma and Vegeta, pretty good relationship-ish. I mean, Bulma's in charge, and she just kind of accepts that Vegeta does whatever he wants to do. But final decision comes down to Bulma, and Vegeta won't ever do anything to really argue too much. Goku and Chi-Chi, now that's got its flaws. Everyone knows it. People have said this and this about it, but I mean, it is what it is. Goku's got a job to do, save everybody, and that's kind of the thing that he's done his whole life. He hasn't really been a family guy, but both Gohan and Krillin have kind of embraced the family's life, and then decided, I don't like being this weak. I don't like having, my family respects my strength. I think Videl, especially back in whenever Pan was born, and Chi-Chi was trying to be you don't want this life for your kid, do you? And she's like, well, I want Pan to make her own decisions. Me and Gohan met through fighting, martial arts. It's going to be up to her. It's really hard to say that I don't want that for my kid whenever me and my husband have both done that, and that's what brought us together. So I think Videl is also, back whenever they had the Gohan in the movie thing, and the whole girl tried to kiss Gohan, Videl was just straight up nope, I trust my husband. I love that man. He wouldn't do any wrong. and the support that she has for her husband is great. I love the dynamic that they put for good relationships in Dragon Ball Super versus just the ones that most people wouldn't normally want for a relationship. So they've kind of just domesticated. So that's why I see Krillin definitely being understanding of everything that Gohan's going through. Now, beyond that, I see that, like I said, all the people that will follow him, and then you've got like Tien and Master Roshi, and 17 will follow 18. So, in 18 will follow Krillin. So, I see them kind of like just the faith flowing downhill. And then Master Roshi and Tien, if Goku puts his trust in his more educated son, and he may lack the battle experience, but Master Roshi can definitely give tidbits, so can Tien. They've both been instructors and masters. I think that they will understand the stress that he's coming in whenever he has to take on this role. But I think they will also understand and accept that he's in charge and he will do what he has to do, and they will add their input and hopefully follow him. Now, spoiler, but they have mentioned that Frieza might be in this. Now, Frieza is not going to take orders from pretty much anybody, especially from Goku, Vegeta, because they're monkeys. So I don't see him respecting them. I don't see him respecting Gohan as much, but I'll circle back around because he's half Saiyan. But I definitely don't see him taking orders from Piccolo, because Piccolo is nowhere near, like, he decimated Piccolo way back when, and he's going to see him as inferior. And Frieza will, obviously he's not going to respect anyone else because none of them are even close to being strong enough. But Gohan's proved that he's strong, and I think he will be able to articulate his intelligence to Frieza. If it's not been decided that Frieza's going to be in it, I'm thinking they might just kind of dance around it and he won't be in it and they'll pick somebody else. But if they do, I think that he will be able to articulate his intelligence to Frieza and his strategy, and Frieza won't openly say it, but he will accept it enough. If he's going to listen to anyone, I feel like it would be Gohan, only because he's strong, he's shown his strength, he's proven his strength, and he also is intelligent and is good at articulating. And I think out of anyone, Gohan's going to be the one that can bring people together, because Gohan's always kind of been the mediator for his dad. Goku's not good at rallying people as much. People will help him and they respect him and are friends with him, but I think Gohan is also understood to be the same. He's kind of got the same kind of personality sometimes. I mean, he shows it here and there. So I think they're really going, if anyone can do it, it's him. And like I said, I think they're really building up this arc to be kind of like they did way back in Dragon Ball Z. Everything kind of culminated at a point, and they tried to do it in a couple arcs in Super, and it was a lot more like the Buu arc. It had a final thing, but it was like a final thing, and then it was another thing, and then it was another thing, and then it was the real final thing. And I think, like the Future Trunks arc, they did the same concept. It was, oh, this is the final battle, and then it changed, and now this is the final battle. So I think this is going to be like a big, like almost a blockbuster event, like the last fight on Namek whenever Frieza was facing Goku, or whenever Gohan was facing Cell. Like, it'll all culminate to a point, and it'll just be a amazing blockbuster almost experience. And they've been bringing back a lot of stuff from the past with different techniques for Master Roshi and Tien and Piccolo. I think they're going to bring back fusion. Now, people have speculated about Vegito, like wanting to see Vegito or Gogeta, whichever. I don't think they're going to do that. What I think they're going to do is, with this respect that Goku's shown for Gohan in this last episode, and, oh, great training partner, he's so strong, and he respected his son so much more. And I think Goku kind of wasn't respecting his son as much because Goku only knows fighting, and he just, I don't think he understands anything beyond that. So whenever Gohan didn't want to do that, I just don't think that he understood it. Not that he thought his son was a bad person or couldn't see his son's point of view at all. He just couldn't comprehend why anyone would give up fighting for anything else. So I think with that, maybe we'll see Goku Gohan. They kind of teased at it back in Dragon Ball Z in the Buu arc, and we never got to see it. I think there was a lot of fans that were really excited about seeing it. But I think they might try to do it just because, I mean, like I said, they're building up the hype. They are getting people invested in this arc especially. And they've got their animation down pat. Like, not pat, I guess. I mean, they still have their flaws here and there. But it's getting a lot better from where we started. I really see them trying to bring back fusion to the point where they're going to have Gohan and Goku fuse. I don't know that for a fact. I don't have any basis to prove that on. It's just a theory. And honestly, personally, I hope it comes true. Gohan's faults are Goku's strengths. Goku's strengths are Gohan's faults. Bringing it together, I mean, we've seen before with the technique, or they would obviously use the fusion dance versus the earrings, because that would be an item that they can't bring in, and that would be a fault. So if they do the dance, that's a technique that they could use. And I mean, they've stated before that you got to be about the same height, about the same power level. And I think Gohan and Goku are close enough to the same power level that it would work. And I think it would really be something that would build that, like, everyone would be ecstatic to see that, like, in a final big thing. Because my hope, or my thought, is that we probably haven't seen who's going to be the final villain of this arc. Now, I have it's not my theory. I've heard it from many people, but I do believe that the priest may be the bad guy in this arc. I don't know. He's just kind of giving off them vibes. And yeah, we have only gotten a couple instances where it's happened, but we've only got a couple instances where he's even been shown. And I guess we'll see what happens. That's all I got. Obviously, don't have that many videos out. Kind of new to this. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, get the word out there. Tell me what I can do to make these videos better. Give me your views down in the comments, and have a good day.